other one is illogical. You get what I'm saying? Now, two, her response gave a lot of nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm positive everybody that's even watching me, we wish you nothing but the best in life because what happened was a blessing in disguise. And you're not going to realize it until later on the situation between them because what they got going on is never going to last. Like, if it does, it does. But that it's rare that those type of situations really last. And I know, and I heard her say something talking about some like, oh, there's two sides to every story. And I said the same thing too because I wanted to see, but honestly, not this story. Not this story. This story is completely wrong. So everything that you're going through is meaningful, And like I said, other party. Like I said, other party. I said it was but it's going to make sense later on, man. I am sorry that happened, and hopefully they happily engaged and found they wanted to be with. But hey, that's all I got to say, babe. Y'all let me know your thoughts and opinions on this down below. How y'all would have went about it? Let's get it. Let's go. And hey, if you've ever been in a situation.
Crimson Desert, How to Catch the White Owl.
So guys, I am back, and yeah, they found an owl. Also, up here, around this area here, there can be an owl. Also, guys, up here in this mountains area, I've also seen an owl here too. I've also, guys, by the way, I've seen an owl. Where's this spiral stars? This one down here. No, spiral inside, sorry. Come to the top of this, the abyss. Here, I've also seen an owl on a tree here. But the thing you need to know about owls is they only spawn, or you can only catch them after a certain time in my testing, under my testing. And this spot right here is by far the best spot. So you want to come to right here on the map. Scholar. So this street, aside from Hanan, aside from the institute, come down to this actual point right here. This collection is loading. But, as I said, you want to be here for 4 AM, sharp, on the spot. Don't come in. Later. So from the turn around and climb. And what you're noticing is you start to feel like midnight. Aside from Hanan, aside from the institute, come down to this fashion point right here. this will actually just keep loading. But, as I said, you want to be here for 4 a.m. sharp, on the spot. Don't come any later. So from this point, guys, turn around and climb. And what you'll notice is as you start to feel like midnight, you start hearing these owls. You'll hear them, that crazy, cute sound they make. But they just never, I can't even joke that. It just sums up my entire existence in regards to trying to get them out. It took me 2 days. But I've seen them, actually getting them. This is where you want to be. And here, guys, if you have, what the heck? That was that. But yeah, so you want to be hearing these owls. You'll hear them, that crazy, cute sound they make. But they just never, I can't even joke that. It just sums up my entire existence in regards to trying to get them out. It took me 2 days. But I've seen them, actually getting them. This is where you want to be. And here, guys, if you have, what the hell? That was that. But yeah, so you want to be on the edge of this. Now, again, when you come here initially, you'll see these owls flying around. But it ain't until like 4 a.m. they actually start to feed. I know they're nocturnal, it makes sense with how detailed this game is, but hey, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, you can now catch birds in the game. They added this with the latest update, you simply just use it. Use LB or L1, depends on what you're playing on. Press Y or triangle, depending on what you're playing on. Here you want to place this down right here, on the edge of this cliff. Then guys, you just want to put that food inside of it. Birds eat meats, they eat bugs, they eat seeds, fruits, but the owl eats meats, so make sure there's meat in here. Then guys, you sit and wait, but again, it needs to be around the 4 o'clock mark, and you see the footage on stream now of me doing this. I think it lands around 4:30, but I'm here from like 10 p.m. All night I put one hawk, and then after 4 a.m., boom, owl comes in. Tried and tested it again, same sort of thing. Owls are so rare. It's unreal. But yes, guys, you want the owl? Come and do what you gotta do. Hey, guys, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, really helps out. If you like what you see, want to see what, be sure to subscribe and hopefully, guys, we'll see you on that next one.
My goodness, my friends, it feels good to be home. Tim McMahon, Kevin Perkins, Shanae Bumake. I'm Malika Andrews. What did I miss, guys? What's going on?
Well, howdy, Malika. Welcome back to this side of the pond.
It's good to be back.
Well, you were busy hanging out with all those royals over there
Uh-huh.
in England. We've just been waiting on word from the king.
Waiting on word from LeBron
Yeah.
James, and waiting and still waiting. But in the meantime, it's been the summer of LeBron, right? As the NBA world awaits his decision, but he's kept busy. LeBron and his 2016 Cavalier championship team, including our very own Richard Jefferson, they took a little trip abroad for the 10-year anniversary of the iconic 3-1 comeback. Amon Shumpert, he made the trip over there as well. But we can't talk about what LeBron's been up to without a little bit of golf. He's been in Ohio, Pennsylvania, the New York area, and he was across the pond as well. Although I think it was Scotland, not London. And this past weekend, he was back in the Big Apple for a Jay-Z concert at Yankee Stadium. I wanted to go to that. I know you did too. And then he's scheduled to be at Fanatics Fest on Thursday for a live podcast episode of Mind the Game here. So LeBron's free agency has lasted about 2 weeks so far, making this already the longest free agency of his career when he switched teams. If history is any guide, when he returned to Cleveland in 2014, the announcement came on July 11th. So Kevin Perkins, we're bringing it back by popular demand. You have a word of the day on this entire LeBron situation. What is it, my friend?
I do, Malika. Listen, I just realized that school is about to start again in about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So Brian needs to hurry up. At this point, the word to describe what he's doing is grandstanding. Oh, grandstanding. I believe that he already knows where he wants to go, but the definition of grandstanding, the act or practice of behaving or performing in a showy way in an attempt to impress others. I believe that he already knows where he wants to go. I believe that LeBron James is in the moment where he wants to feel love. He's loving all the attention. He's loving the phone calls from all the different organizations that want him to come there. He's loving the phone calls from all the other stars and superstars around the league. And rightfully so, because guess what? If I was in this position, damn it, I would be grandstanding as well. But at some point, I want to go on vacation. At some point, I don't want to be on call from when LeBron James makes his announcement. Damn it, hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up.
So you might be on call for a couple more days here, Kevin Perkins, because this has been unspooling since I left a couple of weeks ago. Today, entering year 24, right? I think we talked so much about where he's going to go and possibly this year. And I'm guessing on that one. What is actually the most valuable skill that he is bringing to this next team now? He's going to turn 42 this season.
So, in the spirit of words of the day, I have one particularly for millennials because there was a crazy book and show. The word to describe what LeBron James brings to a squad is he's an animorph. He's an animorph, which means he can fit in with any type of basketball, he can fit in with any type of player because he has a skill set that continues to morph to what the team needs to be successful. We saw him last season with the Los Angeles Lakers. He morphed into one of the best, I can't believe we're saying this, third option based off of what we've seen historically in his career.
Yeah.
He was able to play alongside Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves seamlessly. But then in the same year, we saw what happened in Houston. I saw it at PTSD because he morphed back into a primary option and won them a playoff series just by the skin on his back and on his, chin. So when you think about LeBron James, he has every skill set: passing, basketball IQ, scoring. And so it's almost like that's why he has so many colors. Because everyone knows they can do him, especially the championship final.
There's no reason to believe that at 42 years old, turning 42 in December, this man can average 25 and 5 and be an all-star this season.
Yeah, I'm burning up right now.
It's not that high, but LeBron's is.
Need to get what?
He's an amazing athlete, especially for his age. But his athleticism has way up it.
I'm not here.
It's the happen for guys' sports. Basketball IQ is still historically high. Wherever he goes,
Yeah, it was funny when you had them both stuck together the other day. Very crazy. Just be careful, don't fall.
A ton of games.
Rude.
Whatever team gets him is going to get a whole lot smarter. That's not one thing to personally.
Oh, there you go. This is what happens when Stanford joins.
It just hurts me. Okay.
So to both of these guys' point, right? When you're looking at LeBron James, last year he became a option off ball. He was able to be that second, that third. If you're looking at a team like, I don't know, the Philadelphia 76ers, maybe on any given night he's the second, third option.
Where is this owl? I need this owl.
These are how sandals should be.
Sure, exactly. So
All sandals in the
where do you
room.
see that
Wow.
This is how they should be. Oh,
Well, to be honest with you,
I am a bush.
come through the regular season, I would love to see LeBron.
At least to animals, I'm a bush.
Right, that's why to me Cleveland is so perfect for him because Donovan Mitchell, James Harden, and Evan Mobley can beat you through.
I'm cold, too.
Now,
See the ice on this?
And you need LeBron to lead that team while still having
It lets me know that I'm too cold.
That's what LeBron James actually.
But I have to wear this to stay close to my bird catchers.
I still could be the influencer. So when you look at this order, you look at the big dogs, yes, they have Cavs number 1 and Golden State
Yeah,
number 2.
I could get too hot or too cold.
Top 2 destinations. But if I'm LeBron James,
Shows a little
considering that my journey
fire
started
around the edges.
and looking at their roster, what they did in the conference finals, I'm saying to myself,
Is that it?
all that is missing is leadership.
Where are you
All
going?
that's missing was
Am I too early?
right? And LeBron James knows how to get it done. And so when you think about the time that you need to have on the mindset of a James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, especially Evan Mobley, you talk about bringing the dogs out of place. That's what LeBron can bring you.
Yeah, it's not getting cooler.
From your reporting today than there were when this started, or is this?
I wish I was here.
List is getting more.
At least just for a second. That snow.
People look at sticks all the time. I think it's down to this. One of the six, the Minnesota Timberwolves, that's one where there's the cleanest fit. They've got a LeBron-sized hole
At the 4.
in their starting lineup.
Yeah.
So again, that's the cleanest fit. However, I do fear that if LeBron went to Minnesota with Anthony Edwards, with LaMelo Ball, with all their antics, that beard's already got a lot of gray creeping in. I think by the time they came back to LA for the Christmas matchup, he would look like Santa Claus. It would just be all white.
Well, it takes one.
There.
Stick in the West. Stick
I finally figured out how to turn off my light.
See another deal finalized.
Okay, there's an eagle. I don't want that eagle.
A contract for an undrafted player.
I want the owl.
He's returning to the Lakers, although league sources confirmed to our senior writer Dave McMenamin that he ended
Why is it water where?
$180 million deal instead of the $155 million extension that was originally agreed upon. So here's just a look at how his new contract breaks down, right? His contract increases to over 4% guarantee rather than an 8%. What that does.
It's definitely popsicle. So when you picked up your plate and threw it away, it all poured off.
Go get paper towels. Wet the paper towel. Just a little bit. Barely, like.
Listen. Here. Matter of fact, I'll wet the towels for you. Get a couple. Not one. It's going to get sticky in there. Okay. Keep it wet. Wipe with this. Just set it down there. Keep it open. You always have horrible timing. I'm trying to catch this bird. Get that stuff. All right, go to it. Mm-hmm.
Because he is already one, and now even more so, he's cemented as a leader of this group.
Yeah, I think since that quote, everybody knows it's going to be a completely different team. Now, if you're talking about a team that's won back-to-back 50-win seasons, do you think you really want a completely different team? That is the question that needs to be answered this upcoming year. Now, of course, he spoke about his close kinship with Luka Doncic. He said he's maybe one of my favorite friends in this entire planet. He said that Walker Kessler is a big, goofy dude who just loves life. They have time together playing for Team USA in the FIBA World Cup a couple of years ago. And then you go on down the line, the Lakers like the kind of maneuverability of these pieces they brought in. Quentin Grimes plays both ends. Sandro Mamukelashvili plays both ends. They think Colin Sexton can give them some defensive perimeter intensity and also score the ball. The Lakers recognize that losing LeBron James is a major loss, but they're trying to make up for him by committee and also try to become a better defensive team than they were last year.
Yeah, and I think that that's the thing, right? There's no question that the Lakers can be offensively dominant, but the questions come on the defensive end. By the way, I see you giving me an homage to my tennis pronunciations and going with Mamu's full name. I appreciate that. Dave, enjoy Las Vegas. Appreciate the time here. Let's just take a look. The Lakers, their win total for the next season. According to DraftKings Sportsbook, it's just under 46, or over 46 rather, 46.5 per game. That is the sixth highest total in the West. Welcome back as we continue to follow the developing story of LeBron James' free agency. We're joined by our senior NBA insider, Shams Charania. Shams, it's nice to talk to you stateside. It doesn't seem like a whole lot, though, has changed between when we chatted a couple of weeks ago and now in terms of LeBron James' free agency decision. What's the latest you're hearing on a potential timeline?
The last time we shared this screen, you were out there rather than out in London.
Yeah.
And we were breaking into a major program to discuss LeBron James deciding to leave the Lakers after 8 years to then play elsewhere for a historic 24th NBA season. At the time, I remember I told you our reporting was Cleveland, Miami, and Golden State were the three leaders for him. And now that you're stateside, some things have changed, some things are still the same. Other teams are still in it. The Sixers have since acquired Jalen Brown. Minnesota, we know, already got LaMelo Ball. They are also.
I'm not going to. It's this way. Dang it. All right, now let's see if the owl comes. Careful when you walk here. The owl. Oh, I got it.
The reason that this is taking so long and why he's able to take this time is this is not a money-driven decision. So you have teams that are offering minimum deals.
Nope, look at those cool eyes.
Salary cap space as well, so he's able to take his time and sit through this decision. But this could be really any day, any day.
All right, so Cleveland, Miami,
Not anymore.
Philadelphia.
Oh, is that another one?
Narrowed down here, Shams.
Can I get two?
Getting serious when it
Hold
comes
on.
to a text message to a voice message.
Well, I got a bunch of eagles, so I should be able to get that. Keep eating. One more time. Got him, coach. Dang! Okay, I don't want 3 owls. That's okay. I'll take that. Sorry, Al. I don't want 3 owls. I already got to figure out how to get rid of my pets. I have too many eagles. Look. How do I... Crimson Desert, how do I get rid of a pet?
Check. Eagle.
Oh, so I can't.
Eagle. Type of eagle. Eagle. Type of eagle. Eagle.
So I can only release once I max out my stuff.
Eagle.
And it says 30, but I can have up to 45. So I have 3 eagles plus Eagly, the mechanical eagles.
Eagle.
Okay, so I have an owl, a white lab, a black lab.
Eagle, type of eagle. Eagle. Type of eagle.
Okay. I don't want to freeze.
Eagle, type of eagle. It's eagerly.
I don't want to freeze. I don't want to freeze. There we go. Look, the ice went away.
Oh, yeah.
This is my cold weather armor. The chains wave. I like that.
Yeah. Hello, Ellen. Hello.
I got to change his name. Harry Potter had a white owl.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember his owl's name? I ain't gonna do it so you can look at it. Hedwig.
Oh, yeah, Hedwig. Hedwig.
And then the other owls would be something else. I got my white falcon, my gerfalcon, my cuckoo.
Eagle, eagle, eagle. Yeah. Eagle, eagle, seven eagle, eagle, eagle.
I do want Eagly because he can actually fight.
Oh.
Wow. Let me save. It's cooling down.
We're back at it. Welcome into the Chase Down, everybody. My name is Chase Senior. No matter where you are, how you're tuned in,
I know what to do.
all of the real ones.
I'm gonna go pee and then bring the fan from the bathroom.
Adam Schefter of ESPN said something pretty eye-opening about Brandon Ayuk. The situation is sad, but it's also self-sabotage. Is Brandon Ayuk cooked, and has he ruined his chances of playing for the one team that he wants to play for and continues to talk about and flaunt in the Washington Commanders? Also, a former Niners front office member and former NFL general manager, Rand Parthon, shared some thoughts on the Ayuk situation as well. All that is coming up. Today's show is made possible thanks to our friends at Price Picks. Appreciate them for powering today's show and supporting everything that we do here at Chat Sports. And of course, a reminder, if you like the content and you like what I do, hit that subscribe button. Just launched this YouTube channel on top of everything that I'm doing on the 49ers Report and Equals Now. Those are massive platforms. Now I'm trying to build this YouTube channel as we get closer and closer to 5,000 subscribers. So this offseason has been the Brandon Ayuk offseason as far as my Niners coverage has gone, right? This continues to be one of the odder stories that I can remember that is along the likes of Antonio Brown as far as a great player. Ayuk was not to the level of Antonio Brown, but a great player, a former All-Pro, continuing to shoot himself in the foot, and we are watching an athlete just fall apart, crumble, and commit career suicide right before our very eyes. And if you remember the Antonio Brown situation, he went on one of the best 8 to 9 year runs for any wide receiver in the history of the league. If you look at what Antonio Brown did for nearly a decade straight, it was dominant play that very few wide receivers have been able to accomplish over the course of this league's history, right? And you can make the argument that Antonio Brown is a top 10 wide receiver of all time with what he did during that stretch. But then he forced his way out of Pittsburgh, goes to the Raiders. Weird stuff started to happen. Hurt his feet with cryotherapy. It got so bad that the Raiders, I don't know how they gave up a lot to trade for him. He signs with the Patriots. We're back at it. Welcome into the Chase Down, everybody. My name is Chase Senior. No matter where you are or how you're tuned in, I appreciate all of the real ones for making today's show a part of your day. And coming up on the show, Adam Schefter of ESPN said something pretty eye-opening about Brandon Ayuk. The situation is sad, but it's also self-sabotage. Is Brandon Ayuk cooked? And has he ruined his chances of playing for the one team that he wants to play for and continues to talk about and flaunt in the Washington Commanders? Also, a former Niners front office member and former NFL general manager, Rand Carthon, shared some thoughts on the Ayuk situation as well. All that is coming up. Today's show is made possible thanks to our friends at PrizePicks. Appreciate them for powering today's show and supporting everything that we do here at Chat Sports. And, of course, a reminder, if you like the content and you like what I do, hit that subscribe button. Just launched this YouTube channel. That's something that I'm doing up at Matters Reported. Now, those are massive platforms. Now trying to build this YouTube channel as we get closer and closer to 5,000 subscribers. So, this offseason has been the Brandon Ayuk offseason as far as my Niners coverage has gone, right? This continues to be one of the odder stories that I can remember that is along the likes of Antonio Brown as far as a great player. Ayuk is not to the level of Antonio Brown, but a great player, a former All-Pro, continuing to shoot himself in the foot, and we are watching an athlete just fall apart, crumble, and commit career suicide right before our very eyes. And if you remember the Antonio Brown situation, he went on one of the best 8 to 9 year runs for any wide receiver in the history of the league. If you look at what Antonio Brown did for nearly a decade straight, it was dominant play that very few wide receivers have been able to accomplish over the course of this league's history, right? And you can make the argument that Antonio Brown is a top 10 wide receiver of all time because of what he did during that stretch.
What do you think you're doing?
But then he forced his way out of Pittsburgh, goes to the Raiders. Stuff started to happen. He broke his feet doing cryotherapy. It got so bad that the Raiders had to let him go after they gave up a lot to trade for him. He signs with the Patriots, played in, I think, one game, bad-mouthed owner Robert Kraft. The Patriots let him go because there were more allegations against Antonio Brown. He was best friends with Tom Brady, goes there, helps the Buccaneers win a Super Bowl. Then him and Brady start to clash, and the last time we saw AB on a football field, he was leaving MetLife shirtless. With Brandon Ayuk, he gets drafted in the first round in 2020. He led the team in receiving yards as a rookie. That was the year after the Niners made it to the Super Bowl in 2019. It was an injury-plagued season for San Francisco in 2020, but you saw why the Niners took him in the first round. Looked like a really talented player. In 2021, he started the year in Kyle Shanahan's doghouse, some early red flags, got out of that doghouse, helped the Niners overcome a 3-5 start. The Niners made it to the NFC Championship game in 2021 and in 2022. And then again, in 2023, they made it to the Super Bowl in 2023. And each year that Ayuk was in the league, starting with his rookie year in 2020, his production increased year over year. And in 2023, he was a top 10 player at his position in football. He became an All-Pro. Then the contract negotiation came after the Niners lost that Super Bowl. And I think Ayuk was very unhappy with how the Niners handled his usage and his target share in the Super Bowl. I agree. Kyle Shanahan force-fed Deebo Samuel when he was the lesser player as compared to Ayuk, a more natural wide receiver, great hands, filthy route runner. And Ayuk, rightfully so, was annoyed by that. But he handled the contract negotiation in a very immature way. Cryptic tweets, tweeting at Mike Tomlin, putting videos up on TikTok of him FaceTiming with Jaden Daniels, teasing that he wanted to play with Andrews. He even said that on the pivot. Put out a clip of Jaden Daniels doing practice drills with the Commanders. And handled the contract negotiations in a way
I thought it was all right. Didn't look
where
like it
now
belonged to anyone.
it's not really surprising. Didn't seem to have good people around him. was making a lot of noise, handled it in a very childish way, was not professional at all. Yet the Niners still gave him a contract.
My tongue hurts.
4 years, $120 million.
What?
My tongue hurts.
$30 million per year.
Like how?
Top 10 highest paid wide receiver in football. He missed all the training,
Explain.
all the preseason. Came into the
Well,
season.
does your tongue hurts?
Week 1 dropped a touchdown pass against the Jets on a
It
dime
hurts
for
like.
Brock Purdy.
I thought it was abandoned.
Had a couple
Is it a
of
sharp, like you got stabbed? Is it throbbing? Is it like?
And
Is it just sore? Is it too cold? Is it?
last year avoided his parents. He decided to ghost the team.
What were you just eating?
And he's been in the witness protection program ever since. We did hear from
Then it started again when I took the vitamin B.
So, were you leaving it on your tongue while you were licking it for a long time?
Yeah, I would do it.
Yeah, you might have freezer burn, baby.
Freezer.
Yeah, where the ice from the popsicle burned you slightly.
I looked at my tongue. I didn't see anything. If you look
I get that it looks normal, but it obviously hurts, right? Can I go down this way? That's okay. Yeah, so it might be free. Let me ask you something. Drink a sip of water and leave it on your tongue. Let me know what that feels like.
Okay.
Like, take a sip and let it sit on your tongue for a second.
I thought it was abandoned, I swear. How was I to know I wasn't supposed to take it?
You can take, just let me know how I feel. You swallow. There's no fish in there.
I don't have any more.
That didn't make it hurt, or did that make it feel better? Did it make it hurt? Did it
It
just,
still feels.
where does it feel weird? On the tip, on the whole tongue.
Not the bottom, but the whole top.
Yeah, it got too cold. Did you drink right after you licked the popsicle? Because that ice cold and then that other, oh, nope, can't go this way.
You said before.
Did you drink after?
I can explain. Just give me the chance.
Probably. I wish I could just rewind it and see what I would
My
do.
daughter's
Yeah,
just
how
a
do you
babe.
don't I don't understand you and Jade, man. Y'all don't be remembering
Mother's got
what
no one if she loses me.
y'all be just forgetting
Please,
stuff.
I'm begging you.
Sounds like a little kid. Not a kid. Oh, I'm too far. Uh-oh. Wait, but doesn't it cut back across? Does.
How was I to know I wasn't supposed to take it?
Huh?
I said, yeah,
Everything. Well,
I don't forget this. Booyah, booyah.
we'll just sit tight for a minute. Mom should be calling me soon. I had just sent her a message. I can ask her what she thinks.
Please, I'm
I
begging you.
really don't know. But to me, it seems like not freezer burn, but you could have just gotten like, can't go that way. Burned by the ice or something. I gotta go around that. I hate this sometimes, man. It's the hardest part of this game. Oh, the road's to my left. Is the road in the hill? Oh, here it is. Hey. So here and then left and then left.
That was a very quiet.
Right and then left. Yeah. I didn't barely hear it. Ooh, do I go through that gap? I do go through the gap. Your excuse. Okay, right. Okay, take it easy. Don't like let it just sit on your tongue. That salt could be what's messing with you too. The cold and then the salt on the because salt melts freezing stuff, so that could be the reason too. And if you were licking and your tongue got real cold, and then you had something salty right after, it could, in a way, burn your tongue.
That means if my tongue gets burned, then I'll be talking like this.
Let me ask, does it feel pokey? Like 1,000 little needles on your tongue?
Run. It feels like dry. Yeah, like feels like dry.
They have buffalo in this game? Okay. So it feels dry.
So scared.
Even though it's wet.
Go.
Yeah.
Get going.
Mm-hmm.
The fan is vibrating.
I have it on high. But I need it. I'm hot.
When I did it like that, I really love it. Then I took a photo.
Run.
Come on, I gotta take them to jail for the second time. They need to go to prison. She was robbing graves. Yeah, and I talked about how I have to punch her and stuff. Yeah, it's the same person. When I dropped her off, I had two people at the same time, and I was too close with her, so then it didn't count her as the wanted person, so I had to do it all over again just for her. Oh, I gotta hurry up, too. I gotta do my crops. Okay, gotta go slower. If I hit people, I can get arrested. Let's not get arrested.
The horse is touching them?
If I bump them or run into them, or if I destroy like a fence, it's called vandalism. One, two, three. Take the third one. Okay, one. Is it this one? Actually, this one's quicker.
I can explain. Just give me the chance.
You're crazy. I'm gonna move here. I'm gonna leave my camp and be at this place. This is gonna be my new home.
I knew you were going to go
this is what messed up last time. Her face is going through my tape. To jail with you.
Yeah.
This is for you. Go take a look. Impressive work. That's the one. Lock 'em up. You know, we'll run out of cells at this rate. Still, you saved me some trouble. Thank you. If you find more scum in the future, bring 'em here.
Jaden. Are you gonna take Eddie out? Alright. Should I really believe that? He said he was just about to take him out. He was not about to take him out. Visit the farmhouse. I'm going to the farm. Another bounty? How many bad guys are there here? Dang. Oh, that's about what I did. Okay.
Wait, I want to read it.
All right.
Monstrous beast once revered as the spirit of the Argent Peaks has finally been slain. No children shall ever be sacrificed on these lands ever again. All may carry on with their lives now and get back to your honest work and home.
So there was a big white monster that I killed earlier in the game. And then I guess later they put up a poster saying, hey, it's safe now, guys. That's good. There's another one?
Come on now with it.
Where is it? Here.
Daddy, this is the lowest that you
get. Stepping out for a bit. If it's urgent, come by the provisioner shop. So now I gotta go to the provisioner shop.
Ah, yes. And you come up.
Going down the path. What is that? What is this? Oh. Is this? No.
The path to salvation stands open.
How did I never unlock that?
May Solomon's light guide you.
What?
Thought I heard you.
Are you seeking the well of Solomon? I'm here for any who seek Solomon's grace. Rest easy beneath Solomon's gate. I'm here for any who seek Solomon's grace.
Okay, this way. This way? You're insane.
This is as slow as I can go.
This way? Oh, I got chicks. Little chicks.
Walk all the way to my room.
Wow. Probably.
Ah, you're back.
Yeah.
How'd your last purchase?
It'll take longer than all day. Probably the rest of your life.
Name it, and I'll fetch it for you.
You're crazy.
Is there anything? Until next time, be well.
Oh, that's the guy. Is this the guy?
Good day. What's with the stare?
How are you?
Check the note? What note? There's a note? I don't see a note. Did I pick it up without knowing? Nope. Can't talk about it. There is no note. Check the note found at the shop. Did I already pick up the note? Amaya? I already picked it up. Wow. Going to the field to deliver something. If you need me, come to the field. I'll be wearing a red headscarf. So you just said you were at the shop, and then I come to the shop, and now you're saying you're somewhere else. Boo. Okay.
Go.
Oh, I climbed it. Nice. Hey, this guy. Right there.
I'm so happy.
You're so crazy. Yes.
We have a good surplus of straw this year. That'll happen when the straw's too thin. Poor beast puts about a rough going with it.
Okay. Hold on, I need to hear what he's
I've
saying.
more than enough stored, so take as much as you need. It's especially soft. Horses will love it. I'll see that Elgie gets it.
Ah, I gotta make the bed. Boo. That would be crazy.
You said Halal and got it.
Let me make this.
free Palestine, but apparently everything isn't black and white and red and green. I'm seeing everyone's true colors for real. I'm sensing a theme.
You probably finish this before you get out.
I was in the loop like a set of keys. Shout out to Cherokee.
Let me get my shoes on.
It's all I hear is people that are dead to me.
How would you so messed up? Oh, you can respawn. Okay.
And then you put exactly the same. None of you pussies exactly the same. None of you pussies exactly the same. I don't know why I'm making my brain. I would probably need a YouTube search just for me to do a laundry load. Alex Moss trying to bring me back 100 years from now. I got my body froze. All these niggas want a head tap, but it won't damage off a body blow. Bring your Henny on the iPhone and shit. Let me hit you off the lobby phone. Niggas gotta be around, head on swivel, cause we are not alone. Niggas gotta be around, nice with the safe shit like in monotone. Niggas gotta be around, nice with the sticks. I'm like a hockey coach. Bad with a pipe like they came from a bag with a pipe like they came from a Scottish home. Damn, many niggas talking about ice must be a cell on microphone. I'm running cause the ice man was a nice man. Now I'm hot and cold. Boy, gotta live by the seas, run out of seas, just like it is. Why was TPX in my crib and say your boy slid? It is what it is. Check signing is my king, pushing out ink. I feel like a squid. exactly the same. Running my money, I'm racking my brain. Niggas can never get back with the game.
Fried fish and
Happy again, something is going on that with playing this contract talk is frying my brain and numbers they jumping every 2 seconds. He's on the table. He's on the table. He's on the table. He's on the table. I don't want to talk about errands. I don't want to talk about friends. I don't want to talk about how this shit started, man. I want to talk about how this shit ends.
Could you believe that? I'll put my skills to work and give the guests a real surprise.
Can't even talk to my dog. Can't even talk to my bitch. Sometimes I sit in the parking garage. I talk to my watch. I talk to my whip. He's on the table. He's on the table. He's on the table. He's on the table. Names and faces, pictures of faces, some of them in random places. He's on the table. He's on the table. He's on the table. He's on the table. Spend months in the corner, just me and my back. I'm used to this, I'm numb to that. I know I just gotta adapt. Hey, let's wait on your Spotify rap. The messages you about to send on the 16, please don't hit send on none of that. No need to check what the temperature is. You know what it is if you double back. Should've put another blade in my back. Should've stood over there and double tap. Hey, but y'all need duffel bag. What is the offer they said? What did they put on that table? What does that say on that paper? Fuck that, they got a double that, triple that, fuck that little bitches at. Yeah. It's up to Michelin. Coming to the 6 and you gripping your boys like a christening. Kept a hard liquor, this shit, I put it in sticky predicaments. Kept them in the sick of the pussy like they was transitioning. I'm fighting a man that's suing the rapper, you boys are not listening. They don't get a family, no business. I'm in the bank, see, I sit and don't get around in business. What is golf, they said, what did they put on the table? Saying me let the same copy. Spain tell us better, same copy. Spain tell us better. He's on the table.
All of last year, saw some videos here and there of him running routes, especially pregame prior to that Raiders preseason game. Looked pretty good. Was on hand for some training camp practices, but decided to rehab the game. Now rubbed the knife the wrong way. And this offseason, the behavior of social media has been odd, and it's been weird. And he looks like somebody who mentally is not in a good spot. And so this morning, it was another chapter of Ayuk teasing that he wants to play for the Commanders. It's the only team that he's been talking about. He's been rocking Commanders hats, showing off the Commanders football, Commanders gear, I believe. At one point, he did a video saying championship football is coming up
I could make a fine dish
this fall.
indeed.
Buy your season tickets now. Plug the Commanders website.
Those scales are
And
firm and
this morning,
gleaming. They'll taste marvellous.
to
I reckon the guests will stay for an extra pint tonight.
I don't need to share it with the brother.
Thank you.
doing here, that's one. Another one, dancing in a Commander's hat. Here he's smiling in front of the camera in that Commander's hat. And then the last one, he is an Adidas client, at least I think he is still. He got sent some Adidas gear. He keeps talking about the Commanders, right? And the Commanders, this offseason, missed out on their jobs, they missed out on Pierce, their wide receiver isn't great. So much going up and down here. San Diego showing up.
Anytime's right for a fresh pint.
The Falcons playing. Their receivers were dropping the ball.
My Achilles. My youngest brothers in the city, so niggas be shit when it's litty. Yes, I play so free. These niggas are joking. Be the producer, like what's the BPM? I can't de-escalate because we sell.
Of today's program.
Everyone needs a rest from time to time.
Hello?
Please leave your message for
Some shit I'm forgetting about. 03 at the song when they let him out. Giving them customers six of you niggas they talking on Reddit about. Say a whole lot of movies, saw you on me as you begging it out. Remember that shit? Twist. Twisting it. Yeah, twisting his fingers and looking at me. Twisting some shit up that I never seen. Twisting it up, I don't know what that means. Twist. Twisting it back cause he twisting at me. Twisting that six in his face. Twisting that R in his face like Styles P. Twisting the M and the O and the B. Twisting the O and the C and the T and the O and the B and the E and the R and the G and the A and the N and the G. Twist. Twisting it up again, twisting at me. I haven't seen bro in a while, but that nigga wild. I'm not in a rush to. People keep telling me smile, but still gonna try this shit to adjust to. I don't need security to ride around town. We can fly downtown, just us two. Just look at you, wave handshake, no one to shake hands, man, can't trust you. Pulling out the cash on camera, water phone, iPhone case, put spash on camera. That's it. You're crazy. Okay. What? Okay. I'll keep playing my game.
Fine day for you, no? There's no glory for cowards.
Chicken and bacon. Chicken and that baby. I haven't seen bro in a while, but that nigga wild. I'm not in a rush to. People keep telling me smile, but bro is on trial. This shit to adjust to. I don't need security to ride around town. We can fly downtown, just us two. Unless you know the G-way handshake, no really to shake hands, man, can't trust you. Pulling up the cash on camera, water phone, iPhone case, with splash on camera. If you wanna pop ass on camera, videos. Don't put pussy on camera. Joe's in the mood so racist, some don't be so close, no show faces. The face never ages. The most being God's good graces. Think on emotions are going. I'm building a good what they got going. I'm trying to stay laid back, thinking of the hot foot.
Be careful. Even the smallest wound can turn nasty out here.
Fly around town, we can fly downtown, just us two. You know, G-way handshake, no one to shake hands, man, can putting up the cash on camera, water phone, iPhone, Facebook, flash on camera. She wanna pop ass on camera, video, don't put pussy on camera, the colors on the news so racist. Racist before show faces, and hold my shape on faces, my face never ages. God good graces. If I'm emotions are showing, I'm trying to get because of my head of what they got going. I'm trying to stay laid back because I'm on the highest with me and the mortgage got going. All the recognize that this shit ain't going on. Get no break, get no more. I don't know it's the man in my piss.
Fight, cool, anything.
What the hell kind of message did you No, look, I'm gonna show you what so my phone never rang. I'm sitting right next to my phone, but I want to show you what my visual voicemail showed me. 1 second. Oh, I'm about to lose. Hold on 1 second. I mean, yeah. I haven't seen going the vibe. Oh my god, they're making me work. I don't need security to ride around town. We can fly downtown, just us two. There's another G-way handshake, no good shake, man, can't trust you. Pulling up the cash from the camera, water phone, iPhone, all right, I did it. Okay.
Have a good day.
My phone never rang, but the internet's been going up and down. I think I got the window open. First it was getting hot. I closed everything. It started getting cooler. Then it started getting hotter again. I was like, all right, open everything because it felt cooler outside. Yeah. But I brought that off the bathroom. Yeah.
outside of the truck. Okay. It's gonna do. I think it's like 5 seconds. Well, I didn't. I thought you were talking about that. I didn't miss that. I'm waiting for my stuff. It's the day my stuff is here. I start making these fucking runs.
I could use a break from guarding the gate today.
How it works? You got AC. I wanted to ask. I don't know if AC works here. I just know it shows up. That's why I didn't know. Getting hotter now. Since it's 90 now, it hasn't been 90 all day.
Just turn the air on.
Hotter. I was going to replace that. That did help a little bit, keep it down like 2 degrees, but one is frozen, one is not. So I'm waiting for them both to get totally frozen. Switch them out. I tried to respread the bed, but the sheets still had wet on it, so I was running out the pillows when they're coming. The sheets are all done. The stuff, clothes you had in the dryer on top of your body pillow. Yeah, just replace the cat water. Or, yeah, the dog's water. You fed the cat water looked good. Awesome. Shit again.
There's something on your mind.
You play your first $5 lineup. You get $50 instantly in lineups, but you got to use our code HMN. To download the Prize Picks app, you can use the link, which is down in the description of today's Face Down. This World Cup has been so much fun to watch. We just witnessed Spain blank France 2-0 in the semifinal. On the other side of the bracket, we have Lionel Messi and Argentina against Spain and Italy for the right to make it to the World Cup final. The winner of that match will take on Spain in the World Cup final. So this is an example of how a World Cup lineup goes. You pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stats. You can win some big-time money. If you want to make some team picks as well, you can do that, where you can pick winners, spreads, and totals. As the football season gets closer and closer, I encourage all of you to download the Prize Picks app right now because it makes game days and game nights so much more fun. And there's a reason why it's the #1 daily fantasy sports picks app in North America. You could pick more
Business has surged lately, and I'm working from dawn to dusk
more
with
than
no
20
rest.
users have submitted a lineup with billions of dollars paid out to the two teams. Use our code HFN. Thanks to Prize Picks.
Actually, someone in town who can work with leather.
So,
Problem is, I can't step
here's
away
what
from the
Adam
shop.
Schefter said
He's usually idling
about
with dogs.
Brandon Ayuk going to
If
the
you have
Commanders.
time, could you pass on a
I
message?
honestly believe that
Before it
he is
collapses.
scared off teams like Washington. I think they're looking at the social media posts and saying, is this the kind of guy that we want to bring in right now and be a part of our franchise?
Leather
How
like
about
this
this
doesn't come around.
from Jeremy Fowler?
These hides demand
The
respect. Next time you
Commanders
need a
are
fine
not
hide,
expected
you know
to be
who to see.
interested in bringing in Brandon Ayuk at this stage. Water is also wet. I think at the start of the offseason, before Brandon Ayuk was spouting off on social media, with the Commanders losing out on wide receivers in free agency, there was legitimate interest. For those of you who don't know about the background, Adam Peters is the Commanders GM. Used to be the assistant GM for the Niners. Came to San Francisco in 2017 with John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan. That front office took Brandon Ayuk in the first round in 2020 out of Arizona State. Adam Peters traded for Deebo Samuel last offseason. Brandon Ayuk, at least, used to be best friends with Jaden Daniels. They played together at Arizona State. Jaden Daniels was at Ayuk's wedding. Brock Purdy was not, but Ayuk was playing for the Niners and everything was all well and good. Brandon Ayuk, 2 weekends ago, called out Jaden Daniels on Instagram. They unfollowed each other on Instagram. Is that relationship severed? It might be. And with Brandon Ayuk doing what he's doing on social media, it's not a good look. It's very immature, very childish. He's pissing in his bed and he's having to sleep in it. He doesn't look like he's mentally right. And the big question from teams is he physically right? This player hasn't played since 2024 in October. Didn't play all in 2025. We don't know physically if he can play. And he hasn't applied for reinstatement with the league. That's the first step, Brandon. And as he continues to talk about the Commanders on social media, the Niners already voided his guarantees. They know they're already going to have to eat a lot of money because they're letting him go so soon after they gave him that big contract. He continues to talk about the Commanders. All right, we'll continue to hold on to you. We don't have to let you go. Are they holding him hostage? Kind of seems so. Is that fair? You can make the argument it's not. This is a business. The Niners play the Commanders.
Spasms in your tricep near the elbow.
They don't want Brandon Ayuk to go to Washington, or tendon inflammation.
To help rest and avoid
and when
repetitive
Ayuk
activities,
to
apply ice
almost
for
like
20 minutes several times a day. Massage the muscle to loosen.
by plugging that he wants to play for Washington, probably pisses the Niners off a lot that he's doing. John Lynch tried to go to his house. Brandon Ayuk called him out. He called out Kyle Shanahan, called him a child. Brandon, who's been the child, man. But it looks like the Commanders, the only team that Ayuk has wanted to play for and wants to play for, don't even want to sign him. His former private wide receivers coach, TJ Houshmandzadeh, said his mouth has gotten him in trouble a lot. Wouldn't surprise me if he never plays in the NFL again. TJ Houshmandzadeh, from everything that I know, and how he comes across when he's on a microphone in front of a camera, is a very well-liked guy. A very respected person in NFL circles. Went about his business the right way. Had a good career for a long time. Was a damn good player. For him to drop Ayuk as one of his private clients and to say that, wow. This is all sad in a way because it could be a mental health issue, but Brandon Ayuk also has no plan. He's showing no discipline, showing no restraint. All he has to do is shut up, and he'll probably get his wish, but he's not capable of doing that. And I can only speak from my own personal experiences. I've been through 3 really difficult stretches in my life in which I have dealt with some bad mental health issues, where I have been very depressed, got kicked out of my house when I graduated high school, when my mom died in 2018. Her anniversary of her passing and her birthday were just last week. And then, I got to be frank with you, haven't talked about it here, but May, June, and at the start of July, I've been going through a really, really rough patch because of some things that have happened in my life. I have gotten through all of those hard times. And again, I can only speak from personal experiences. I have gone through those hard times because I have looked within, I have worked hard on myself, I have talked to other people. Recently, I have gone to a therapist because I needed to seek help, which has been highly beneficial to understand why I think the way that I do, considering what has happened to me in my life, because my upbringing also wasn't completely ideal. That helped to put things in perspective. And especially during this most recent stretch, I have poured into me more than I have ever poured into myself in my life. And when you're in the valley and you're going through dark times, are you going to pitch a tent in that valley? Or are you going to climb up the mountain and get to the mountaintop? I'm not going to reside in that dark valley with the dark clouds looming and the storm clouds hovering. I'm going to do everything in my power to look within, take accountability, make the necessary changes, and work on myself to try to be better. And right now, I'm turning into and evolving the best person and the best version of myself in my 34 years in life. And it takes a ton of work. It has been very, very difficult. But I'm exhausting every avenue to try to be the best version of me and the happiest form of myself. What is Brandon Ayuk doing? He's not doing that. So this is sad, and I feel bad for him in a way. But is he doing anything to help himself out? I don't think so. And unfortunately, the people around him, I don't think, are helping him either. Rand Carthon used to be in the Niners front office. He was the Titans GM when he left the Niners front office. He said this about the Ayuk situation. Quote, "There's something there, and I'm being as transparent can be. BA and I, we have a relationship. I was there when we drafted him. I really want to reach out to him on a personal level. I think there's something
there that hasn't quite been unlocked. I do agree with you. This isn't the Brandon Ayuk I know. Now, I know him to be stubborn, but this recent behavior I'm not as familiar with. You just never understand the amount of pressure that these players are under. It's a lot that goes in it for them, and it's a lot that goes in it even for the organization. Just try to look at it from their standpoint, humanize these guys instead of looking at them as a product, whether they're on your team or not. If you love Brandon Ayuk for everything he did for you as a 49ers faithful, show the man some grace and let the full picture run its course. That's all I'll say on that. That points to something not being right for BA. I hope he gets right. I am rooting for him. At the same time, he needs to look in the mirror. He needs to take accountability. And he needs to make the necessary changes that he needs to make himself. Because nobody else is going to do it for him. And I hope that he can do that. All right. Thanks, everybody, for watching the Chase Down. I'm also going to play this on the 49ers Report. If you're over here from the 49ers Report, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. All of your continued support means the most. I will catch you all soon. Thanks for watching. See ya.
Oh, you know where the fires are. You know where the fires are. I was going to spray me a fire. Yeah. I thought they'd be here. Yeah, I'll check out here just because it's coming.
What, me?
I didn't want you. I said I'm coming.